the Iranian New Year celebrated by various ethnic groups worldwide. It is a festival based on the spring equinox, which marks the first day of the new year in the Iranian solar. The day of Nowruz has its origins in the Iranian religion and is thus rooted in the traditions of the Iranian people. However, it has been celebrated by diverse communities for over 3,000 years. Maryam Rajavi, like every year, invites us to celebrate with her and with the Iranian resistance this special occasion. Come with me inside the Willard Hotel to see what our special guests will wish for the Iranian people. For myself, I wish them freedom, freedom, freedom.
We'd like to welcome and thank everyone for joining us today. This is our celebration of Nowruz, the Iranian New Year. Nowruz, as most of you know, literally means a new day, and we hope that this year, which is 1403 on Iranian calendar, will indeed mark a new day in our federal homeland, which will lead to a free and democratic republic in Iran. We are extremely delighted that some of our distinguished American friends who have stood up for many years by the Iranian people.
Nowruz celebration this evening. As the gentle breeze of spring whispers through the land, heralding the advent of Nowruz, the Iranian New Year, we gather here tonight, not just the celebration of an ancient tradition that symbolizes renewal, but hope. Also reflect on a year that has been monumental for the Iranian people and resistance. We extend our heartfelt wishes for freedom and democracy to all Iranians. This past year, our resistance has achieved remarkable milestones, despite facing immense challenges. We have secured the support of 125 world leaders and over 3,600 parliamentarians from 41 countries, supporting Mrs. Maryam Rajavi's 10-point plan for future of Iran. This underscores the legitimacy and the universal appeal of NCRI. Furthermore, the quantitative and qualitative advances made by the MEK-affiliated resistance units inside Iran are a beacon of hope, as Khomeini's closest ally recently warned that population and public opinion is increasingly gravitating toward the PMI and MEK and these resistance units.
With Ali Ray's presentation. I've been fortunate in my lifetime to work with some of the greatest men of America. Tom Ridge, you're one of them. You're a very dear friend, and you're a very special person. After he had graduated from college, he received his draft notice. He didn't try to get out of the draft. Instead, he rode to the sound of the guns, answering the battle cry of freedom. He served as a staff sergeant in Vietnam, and Tom and I were very blessed that we're able to spend half a day with each other quite frequently, just talking and sharing stories. And he talked to me about when he was in Vietnam, he had no hesitation to reach out to the Air Force, the Marines, the Army Artillery, Army Aviation, Navy, calling in whatever support he needed. It was all about teamwork, and that's what Tom has been the entire time.
I want to wish everyone a very happy Nowruz. My message is more of a personal one. So I would like to extend my greetings to Mrs. Sunus and Sami and the NCRI US team, to the NCRI team in Paris and Madame Rajavi and the people who are supporting her, to the residents of Ashraf 3 outside of Tirana, And to the brave Iranians who are resisting tyranny inside Iran, Happy Nowruz to all of you. And to the OIAC, the Organization of Iranian American Communities, and the friends of the Iranian community here in America and around the world. There are so many people now who are awakened to the issues that you've been hearing about. We should all be thinking on the same terms of what this new year really means. And let me just say, and you've heard it before, so I won't go on and on because I know he's very humble, but Governor Ridge represents the model of public service in America. He's given his entire professional life, from a young man to the present day. America has been in his service, and after leaving public service, he lent his name, his good name, his reputation, and his intellect to an amazing cause, and encouraged all of us to know that we were in the right place, even when people were pointing at us and criticizing us and saying, "What are you doing? You shouldn't be with these people." Governor Ridge was one of those who said, "Yes, we should," and of course he was right. So I salute Governor Ridge, and I salute Mrs. Ridge.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brianna, and I'm a student at the George Washington University, and I just wanted to say a couple words on the work that I've done with the NCRI. We are a group of university students from a range of backgrounds who have all come together towards a common goal, which is making a change. At our time in learning about the Iranian resistance, we have seen firsthand the Iranian people's resilience, who fight heroically for rights that should be inherent, but are not because of the regime's existence. We observe and admire the youth in Iran who have taken it upon themselves to overturn a system that has suppressed the people there for decades. These are people our age and younger, sacrificing themselves and their lives for the greater good of their nation, with tremendous bravery and courage that leave us in awe. Their contributions inspire us to work harder in our own efforts, connecting us in an unbreakable bond, even as we reside in different parts of the world.
We gather to pay homage to an extraordinary individual whose unwavering dedication and compassionate spirit have illuminated countless paths. Allow me to transport us back to December 17, 2010, within the very walls that encompass us today, right here. On that auspicious day, alongside other distinguished Americans, Secretary Tom Ridge lent his voice to advocate for justice by calling upon the United States to revoke the unjust and politically motivated terrorist designation of the People's Mujahideen Organization of Iran. And he said, and I quote, "In my daily briefings as the Homeland Security Secretary, I never received a single piece of intelligence that the MEK was involved in terrorism," end of quote. Such integrity epitomized the essence of Secretary Ridge's character. Tom Ridge, former governor of Pennsylvania and first Secretary of Homeland Security, transcends politics. He is a paragon of principle and a steadfast ally to those in need. Yet, amidst his achievements, his humility and empathy captivate our hearts.
I'm going to read it. It says, presented to Honorable Tom Ridge for elevating America's conscience and for supporting the Iranian resistance, March 22, 2024.
Kind words. Michelle and I are grateful for the opportunity to support the cause of freedom in Iran, and that should be in everyone's soul. Freedom is not free, as MEK knows quite well. I'm honored to be associated with every one of you and with this cause. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Remember for what you said, you can be remembered, didn't take too darn long to say it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Happy New Year. Happy Nowruz. It's a pleasure to be here. This is always a wonderful occasion, so let me first of all thank the hosts, the NCRI US, for their incredible hospitality. It's great to join you once again and to be able to celebrate both the holiday of Nowruz and also the contributions that have been made by Governor Ridge. Let me start with Governor Ridge. I think that Governor Ridge stands out almost as a unique American story. It's an amazing story. Coming from a working class environment, he entered Harvard. He then went on to serve in Vietnam as a staff sergeant, earning the Bronze Star for Valor.
I consider you family. You and your struggle have become my struggle. I've been involved in this for more than a decade, really actually for 3 decades, going back to when I was at the United Nations and used to sponsor some of the resolutions opposing the Iranian regime. It's a particular pleasure tonight because of your honoring Governor Ridge. Governor Ridge is a hero, a personal hero to me. He represents the best of American politics. He represents, as we were told, statesmanship over the kind of political infighting that we see, and his devotion and his willingness to stand with the NCRI in its fight for recognition, in its fight for freedom for the people of Iran is commendable. I want to thank also Secretary Alex Acosta, who is here, former Secretary of Labor, all of the other dignitaries who are here tonight.
Happy Nowruz to everybody here, and I want to address my comrades in Albania and Ashraf 3. In particular, it was a little over 20 years ago that I first arrived at Ashraf in my Humvee and met the Mujahideen Calc. And I want to take a moment to tell you here in this room my impressions of them as I got to know them. They were people of tremendous character, discipline, integrity, and I am proud to know those of them who are now in Albania at Ashraf 3. We've taken some losses, of course, in the attack on Camp Liberty and in the attack on Camp Ashraf, and the Mujahideen have taken losses for many years. And so the remarks by Ambassador Bloomfield are very appropriate that we should remember. The last 2 years, there has been an increasing intensity in the activity in Iran as a new generation of Iranians has come to understand the importance of their freedom. And we see that as they have stood up and as they have acted out for their freedom in Iran, that the regime has responded in the same way that it has responded since 1988, since 1983. They responded with murder, with torture, with prisons, and with executions.
Hey, Maria Malouf here. Please click to like and subscribe to Maria Malouf TV YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.